Amiibos, Nintendo's response to Funko Pops and Skylanders. Come to think of it, this is what you get when you combine Funko Pops and Skylanders, but attach the Nintendo label to them. You get these highly collectible, cool looking, and ready to use I mean virtual action figures. Excuse me. Some Nintendo fans really get defensive when you call them toys. Anyway, these things are awesome looking. These things do stuff for you in the game. And these things are also a magnet to scalpers. Yep, scalpers are a thing. Hey guys, today I'm doing something I think I haven't done in a very long time. A top 10 video. Ooh. Today, we're going to be talking about an interesting topic. The top 10 rarest and most expensive amiibos of all time, currently as of August 2018. Now, how I charted this list is I did all the research on all of the amiibos that ever existed, and I pulled the ones that I thought were a combination of both rare and expensive. So this list isn't going to be labeled by how expensive a game is primarily. It's also going to combine some items' rarities. I did this so we can gauge and see how truly collectible these items are. Before we get into the list, I wanted to lay down some rules for both my research and this list. The first rule being no misprints or factory error amiibos, considering those are completely random. Rule number 2, the amiibos on this list are exclusively American released amiibos. No PAL region and no Japanese amiibos will be included on this list. The last rule, and this is kinda gimmicky, there will be no amiibo packs on this list that include amiibo that are available in separate packs. What I mean by this, for example, while the Super Mario Odyssey Wedding 3-pack is considered a highly collectible item and is super hard to find, you can easily obtain these amiibos from separate packs. Now, what are the true collector's pieces you must have in your collection? Let's get into the top 10 and you can find out for yourself. Wow, that sounded harsh. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot. I know this is getting annoying and tedious and most of you probably clicked off the video by now, but hear me out. I have some honorable mentions. Don't worry. I'll make this quick. Alright, so some honorable mentions go to the Super Mario variant of Diddy Kong, the glow-in-the-dark Boo, which is actually admittedly really cool, the Callie and Marie duo, the Sheik amiibo for Super Smash Bros., and lastly, the notoriously obscure Wave 3 store-exclusive amiibos. Without further ado, let's get into the countdown. Wait, I forgot to talk about my sponsor.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, fine, I'll stop pandering the audience. Here we go. Alright guys, let's take a time machine all the way back to the first wave of amiibos. Right off the bat, we've got classic amiibos like Mario, Link, Pikachu, and Kirby, and many more. Little did people know, while everyone was going and scalping Little Mac Villager and Marth amiibos, everyone was completely ignoring the Wii Fit Trainer amiibo. Yes, this is our number 10 spot. Just like in Super Smash Bros., Wii Fit Trainer barely ever shows up anywhere. As I said prior, while everyone was scalping the real high-in-demand ones such as Marth, little did people know that Wii Fit Trainer was rather an obscurity. No one has ever bothered to pick her up over the years, and this has eventually led to slight price increasing on her. Nowadays you can barely even find her. If you do find her, you're gonna have to cough up quite a bit of cash, as with every amiibo on this list. A loose Wii Fit Trainer amiibo already costs $25. If you want a sealed figurine of this character, you'll have to chip up about close to $40 on the market. Who knew a figurine representative of exercising would cost more than exercising itself? For the casual, the number 9 pick on this list will probably shock you, but for the hardcore amiibo collector, it's definitely not shocking at all. Bowser Jr. is a very hard amiibo to find, so why might it surprise you, normies? Just kidding. Well, because it's a Super Mario character. Almost every Super Mario amiibo ever is going to be a bestseller. Well, you'll be falsely mistaken. Did you know that this is the only existing variant of Bowser Jr. out there? Yeah, while characters like Mario, Luigi, and Bowser got reprinted characters in the Super Mario variants, Bowser Jr. never got that privilege. Bowser Jr. was also a Toys R Us exclusive, and store-exclusive amiibos aren't the easiest to find. Well, considering they're store exclusive. The average Bowser Jr. figurine will run you about $30 alone, but if you want a sealed copy, you're gonna have to chip out about $40 to $45. Huh. Who knew Bowser's own son was more precious and collectible than he is himself? I mean, he's the king of Koopas after all. Some of the most uniquely designed and strangely appealing amiibos come from and are built for a game that nobody would really expect. Yes, Yoshi's Woolly World's line of amiibos are really interesting. Why? Because they're all made of pure yarn. Every Yoshi's Woolly World amiibo is handcrafted with yarn, which makes these incredibly unique, and ever since then, no other amiibo has been designed specifically like that. Out of the 5 amiibo that were made for Yoshi's Woolly World, only one of them stands out. Why? Because it's not Yoshi. In this case, POOCHY is our number 8 spot. POOCHY kinda stuck out like a sore thumb. Kind of think of it funny, really, right? The Mega Yoshi was the thumb, the green small Yoshi was the pointer, the POOCHY was the ring finger. I don't know where this joke's going. Anyway, POOCHY, out of all of them, turned out to be the most rare. An average POOCHY will cost you about $30 for the figure alone, but if you want to get him sealed, you're going to have to pull out $50 out of your pocket. This is also one of those amiibos that I hold a depressing past for. One time I found it at GameStop, and I almost bought it, but it was $5 more than it really went for at the time, which was $12. Poor old me. The setting is the very end of 2016 and the very beginning of 2017. 2016 was also the 30th anniversary for the Legend of Zelda series, so what Nintendo probably said, we're gonna make some money off of this 30th anniversary. So they released a couple of amiibos for the Legend of Zelda 30th anniversary that were all different variants. All of these figures were practically different versions of Link. See? Look at that. You got an adorable pixelated Link. Pixelated Mario's got nothing on this guy. Zelda amiibos have always been high in demand at that point, but up until Breath of the Wild came out, no one expected any of these amiibos to skyrocket in price. So on this list, you're probably gonna see a couple more Zelda amiibos right after this one. What's the first Zelda amiibo that shows up on this list though? It is Ocarina of Time variant of Link. Right from the get-go, every Zelda collector wanted this piece, as Ocarina of Time's a fan favorite, and everyone was right. This amiibo became highly sought after and collectible, especially when Breath of the Wild came out and you can use it to get Epona. An average figurine for Ocarina of Time Link will run you up about $35 to $40, but if you want a sealed copy of this, it'll run you up about $50 to $60. Back when the final wave of amiibos was released for Super Smash Bros. 4, we got mainly DLC characters. These characters were Cloud, Bayonetta, and CORRIN. But what was incredibly interesting about these amiibos was that unlike getting their own amiibo from their own series, they got their own amiibo in the same series, in the form of Player 2 variants. It was basically the same amiibo except with a different look. Now, undoubtedly, the priciest and rarest of all of these was the Player 2 CORRIN variant. A close second goes to the Player 2 Bayonetta variant. CORRIN was a surprise hit DLC character when Smash 4 was a thing, so it'd be no surprise that this one would have been a hit. Immediately when this amiibo hit stores, it was sold out. The average cost of the CORRIN amiibo Player 2 figure will run you around close to $35 to $40. However, the sealed version of this amiibo will definitely run you over $50. It actually costs less money to get Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and the CORRIN DLC than it is for this piece of plastic. Similarly to Link from The Legend of Zelda, there are many different variants of Mario out there. Maybe not as many, but there's still a lot. You like normal Mario? Well, they made a silver Mario version too. Basically, you just splash a bunch of silver paint on him. However, did you know there's also a gold version of this? Yeah, very shiny, also probably dipped in gold paint. Yes, the number 5 spot on the list is the Mario Gold variant. Some may consider this the holy grail of amiibo collecting, and quite understandable. Not only is it Nintendo's mascot, but it's also covered in gold. This amiibo was a Walmart exclusive, and was basically like finding the golden ticket in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Lucky enough for me, I found one at Walmart. Not joking, when I was digging through Mario amiibos at Walmart one time, I found it sticking out like a sore thumb. Second time I used that metaphor in this video. It was shiny, it was gold, and I had to get it. Anyway, an average figurine price for this goes for about $40 on average. And surprisingly for the holy grail of amiibo collecting, the price tag for a complete in-box copy is only a measly $60. But in years to come, it will probably surely go up in price, similarly to the Nintendo World Championships gold card. Wink wink. Remember when we were going over Ocarina of Time Link and I said that Zelda amiibos were going to be a reoccurring thing? Well, here it is. Number 4 on our list is the Zelda Wind Waker 2-pack. This pack is the only dual pack on this list and includes 2 amiibos in it. These amiibos are, well, Toon Link and Toon Zelda. Okay, so I have some super important knowledge for all of you collectors, so take notes. There are amiibos out there of Toon Link and Toon Zelda that aren't from this 3-pack that are in their own separate packaging. However, one thing I want to advise to you is that those are PAL region versions. The 2-pack is exclusive to America, which is what this list is covering. This also means it doesn't break our 3rd rule on the list, where you can't have amiibos that are in 2-packs but can also be found in separate packs, like the Mario Odyssey one. Pretty tricky stuff. Similarly to every Zelda amiibo, this one is going to be very hard to find, especially considering the fact this is the only print of Toon Zelda out there. Prices for this may get a little hectic too, as the figurines individually on their own go for only $30. However, if you have the box complete and sealed, it goes for over $70. Huh, all for Toon Zelda. People really like her, don't they?
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that right after I made the video, I realized that there was a mistake in the research. Remember when I said that the separate amiibos for the Wind Waker 2-pack were PAL only? Well, it turns out I found some that were American too. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience.
And here we have it, the second Legend of Zelda amiibo in a row. Well, here's the thing guys, it's not just one amiibo, it's 2. Yes, I know I'm cheating here. I know. Now, the 2 amiibos in mind that I'm talking about, Skyward Sword Link and Twilight Princess Link, are practically impossible to find American versions of. Back in mid-2017, kind of 6 months after the 30th anniversary Zelda event thing happened, Navi went to the Nintendo executives and said, "Hey, listen, you forgot these 3," or something like that. That's a terrible Navi impression. So, Nintendo released 3 new Link variants, Majora's Mask Link, Twilight Princess Link, and Skyward Sword Link. Oh, wondering why you could never find these in stores? Well, it was because of Nintendo's genius decision to make them Amazon exclusive. Not just Amazon exclusive, but Amazon pre-order exclusive. So you could never really find these in stores, you can only find them on eBay from scalpers. Immediately when these were released, I mean overnight, they were sold out. I couldn't find a single one myself. All because of this, it makes those 2 figures alone a whopping $45, which is more expensive than some of the figures on this list in their packaging already. If you really want to lay down some big bucks, they cost about $70 in their packaging. This is how you know we're getting into big dog territory. So for the top 2, buckle up and hide your wallet, because these are gonna make your mouth water. Not really, that's kinda creepy. Coming in at our number 2 spot is yet again another strange, intriguing, and very highly collectible amiibo. Similarly to the Yoshi's Woolly World amiibo lineup, this one was designed in a very specific way. In fact, this one is part of the Yoshi's Woolly World amiibo set. Here's what it is. You just take Yarn Yoshi green variant, give it a super mushroom, and then it grows into something bigger. Here at number 2, we have Yarn Yoshi, the green variant, and the Mega variant. Yes, this is the only big Mega amiibo ever made as of 2018. What is it exactly? Well, it's basically Green Yarn Yoshi except 5 times bigger. Considering it's the biggest amiibo ever made, it's probably gonna bring in some big bucks. And though not as rare as the previous entries, which are Link Skyward Sword and Link Twilight Princess, this one does have a lot more demand behind it and is much more collectible considering, well, it's big. Your average Mega Yoshi out of the box alone is about over $60. Still have it in the cardboard? Well, then it goes for about $90. $90 for this Yoshi made of yarn. That's also green. That's also an amiibo function. I don't know too much about this. Oh yeah, it's a Toys R Us exclusive. And finally, after probably the longest top 10 ever made, we have made it to our number 1 spot.
Hey guys, Satan here. This entry could be a complete mystery to you, or it can be blatantly obvious. Nobody knows that for sure. Now, if you have this piece, if you have this artifact, consider yourself lucky. But to those who don't, sit in awe as you witness what is considered on this list the rarest and most expensive amiibo ever put to the plastic.
Introducing Mega Man. Not just any Mega Man though, the Gold Mega Man variant. You see, the story with this one is, it never came in actual amiibo packaging. No, it wasn't even a tournament exclusive. You see, this amiibo was only ever released in the Mega Man Legacy Collection. But how does it fit inside that 3DS case? Oh, what I'm talking about is the Mega Man Legacy Collection Limited Edition, where it came with the 3DS game and the Mega Man Gold amiibo. The reason it was put in such a strange bundle for a 3DS game is because the new 3DS XL was released around the time, which is newly compatible with amiibos. Considering this amiibo doesn't come with its own case, you're probably going to have to buy a very specially made amiibo case for it. You know, to keep it protected and sealed and not dusty. The average price for this amiibo, without the box, without everything else, on its own, the figure goes for around $70. But if you do want it sealed in the package, with the game at least, it will run you up around over $100. Good luck trying to find it. Anyway, thank you all for having the patience to watch and participate in this experience. I've researched left and right to put this list together and make it as accurate and perfect as possible. I'm a collector after all. It's the thing I do. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave you off now because of how patient you are. Yeah, that's your little reward. You get to leave the video now. Hopefully you guys have a great day, enjoyed the video, and maybe check out my other content. Until then, see you soon.